Hello, good morning all. I am Dr. Uttara Chandrawat from Government College Kota, and I welcome you in this e-lecture on the topic polymers. So in the past lecture we went through the characteristics of condensation polymerization, and we also went through the mechanism of addition polymerization. We saw that addition polymerization जो है during the process of polymeric chain growth, if there is only addition of monomers with one without the loss of any smaller molecule, and the polymer is an exact multiple of the used monomer unit, and it is called addition polymerization. And we also saw that the PE, polyethylene, polypropylene, polyvinyl chloride, etc., are the example of addition polymers. And we also saw the mechanism of addition polymerization, that it can addition polymerization can proceed through two type of mechanism. That is one is free radical mechanism, and the other one is ionic mechanism. So again, the lecture was based on the mechanism of free radical mechanisms, which can proceed through three steps: chain initiation, chain propagation, and chain termination. Okay, so we saw how the in the chain initiation step is the first step of polymerization reaction, where the initiator जो है it activates the monomer unit, resulting in the formation of an active center in the monomer unit. And the second step was chain propagation, which was the second step of polymerization reaction, where second, third, fourth, and other in the same way other monomer units are added with activated monomer units consecutively, resulting in the formation of a larger chain unit. And then we went through the chain termination process, which is the third and the final step of polymerization reaction, where the termination of active center occurs. It can occur in many possible ways, that is through recombination of two smaller activated monomers, or through the recombination of two larger activated polymeric chain, or through the recombination of one smaller activated monomer unit with a large activated monomer, and through the disproportion, that is the simultaneous oxidation reduction of the two activated monomer. And we also saw that chain termination can take place through inhibitor reaction also, when the process of termination is done by an inhibitor, यानी कि a compound which inhibits the growth of polymerization reaction by termination. So this termination is done when inhibitor जो है it combines with the generated free radical and gives comparatively stable product. For example, oxygen, nitrobenzene, etc., dinitrobenzene, phenolic material, they are the examples of inhibitors in many organic polymerization reaction. So in this way we went through the mechanism of addition polymerization. Now today we will go through the coordination polymerization and Ziegler-Natta catalyst. So first we look into the history of this catalyst. The first efficient and stereospecific catalytic polymerization method was developed by Ziegler and Natta in 1950s, and their method permitted the synthesis of unbranched stereospecific high molecular weight polyolefins for the first time. Important example of pure isotactic and in some cases eutectic polymers are cis polyisoprene, cis polybutadiene, and highly crystalline isotactic polyethylene and polypropylene. So in the case of ethylene, rapid polymerization occurs at atmospheric pressure and moderate to low temperature, giving a stronger and more crystalline polymer, HDPE, high density polyethylene, than that produced from radical polymerization, LDPE. So for this important discovery, Ziegler and Nada, they received Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 19. So these Ziegler-Natta catalysts can be prepared by reacting transition metal halides from group 4 to 8, such as titanium tetrachloride, with organometallic compounds from group 1 to 3rd of the periodic table, such as triethyl aluminium. So the titanium catalysts have been widely studied, but the other metals like vanadium and zinc also have been proven to be very effective. Commercial catalysts, they are usually supported, that is, they are bound to a solid with a high surface area. So in the case of titanium tetrachloride or trichloride as the active catalyst, the support is usually magnesium dichloride. So these catalysts are incorporated in the so-called carrier, which is a material that determines the size and the shape of catalyst particles. One common carrier are spheres of microporous amorphous silica. So the titanium compounds on magnesium chloride are packed into the pores and are activated into organoaluminium. In some cases, especially for catalyzing the polymerization of propylene, an organic modifier is added to control stereoregularity. It can either be incorporated into the catalyst during synthesis as internal donor, or it can be added to the polymerization reactor with the catalyst during polymerization. External, that is external donor. The modifier is usually an ester of an aromatic diacid or an alkoxysilane or a hindered amine. The modifier reacts both with inorganic ingredients of the solid catalyst as well as with organoaluminium catalyst. So here, as you know, that the Ziegler-Natta catalyst reactions, they are coordination polymerization, and they involve complexes formed between a transition metal and the pi electrons of the monomer. So these reactions are similar to anionic polymerization and lead to linear and stereoregular polymer. So the metal organic compound here act as a weak anionic initiator, forming a complex whose nature is still open to debate. Polymerization then proceeds by the insertion of monomers. The transition metal ion is connected to the end of the growing chain and simultaneously coordinates the incoming monomer at a vacant orbital site. So now we go through the mechanism of coordination polymerization. First is, as you all know, chain initiation, which is the first step coordination polymerization reaction, where a complex catalyst is added to monomer unit, resulting in the formation of metal carbon bond in monomer unit. And the second step is chain propagation, which is the second rapid step of coordination polymerization reaction, where second, third, fourth, and so on monomer units are added with generated metal carbon bond in monomer unit consecutively, resulting in the formation of a large chain metal carbon bond, as we saw in the case of addition polymerization reaction. And the third step is chain termination, which is the third and the final step of coordination polymerization reaction, where termination of large chain metal carbon is terminated by the transfer of hydrogen atom from monomer or from active hydrogen containing. So now here we come to the importance of coordination polymerization. Normal free radical polymerization involves a tactic polymer, whereas coordination polymerization isotactic polymer. That means stereospecific polymers can be prepared by this coordination polymerization, and using this process of polymerization, isoprene produces only stereospecific cis-1,4 polyus isoprene. So this is very important. And second importance is the coordination polymerization always involves mainly linear polymer, hence highly crystalline in. So we can say that coordination polymerization is an addition polymerization in which successive monomers are added to the organometallic active center, and this method permits the And this method permits the synthesis of unbranched specific high molecular weight polyolefins such as stereoregular polyethyl. So we can say that Ziegler-Natta catalysts, they generally consist of a metal organic compound involving a metal form, group 1 to 3rd of the periodic table, such as triethyl aluminium, and a transition metal compound from group 4 to 8, such as titanium tetrahydride. So Ziegler-Natta catalysts, they are used to produce high density polyethylene, low density, linear low density polyethylene, ultra high molecular weight polyethylene, polypropylene, thermoplastic olefins, isoprene rubber, polybutene and polybutadiene.